Welcome to our seminar for today. Before we proceed to our activity, I would like to ask if everyone is okay? Everyone is good?
Yes,
we're good.
Okay, good to hear that. Today, we will have our seminar about disaster preparedness. This seminar will prepare to some disaster. We can benefit through knowledge on how we face challenges in terms of disaster like typhoon, earth, landslide, fires, and so on. Our seminar will be not complete if we don't have our guest. I am honored to present to you from Pag-asa representative, Ms. Joanne Olasiman. She will discuss the preparedness of typhoon.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Ms. Carol Faye Morales. So, hello everyone. How are you today? So now I am going to discuss the one natural calamity that we encounter. I know most of us here really know this calamity. If we recall the super typhoon that hit the Philippines way back 2017, or we call it Super Typhoon Yolanda, most of people are affected, and I am one of those people. Our house are damaged and our things are carried by the storm. We really don't expect it because on that day, the weather is good, it is sunny, so we don't really expect that the super typhoon came. And also because of unpreparedness. So now, I will be discuss how we can prepare of typhoon. So first of all, ato sa ning ila-ilahon kung sa dinis ang typhoon. Typhoon is a natural disaster that refers to the formation of tropical and subtropical ocean cyclonic bodies in a wide range of activities with strong wind, rainstorm, storm tide, and waves, which may cause damage to human life and properties. And typhoon have 5 tropical cyclone classification, namely tropical depression, tropical storm, severe tropical storm, typhoon, and lastly the super typhoon. So how can we prepare of typhoon? So here are the things to do in case of typhoons. First, stay indoors and keep calm. Monitor TV and radio reports. Trim trees near your house. Keep roads clear for emergency vehicles. Evacuate if necessary. Have flashlight and radio with fresh batteries. Stock up on food, water, kerosene, and first aid supplies. Turn off electricity, gas, and water in case of flooding. Avoid low-lying areas, cliffs, and foothills, and do not cross flowing streams. So, preparing for disaster saves not just for us, but also the countless lives of others. Speeds up people recovery and saves money. So, always remember the saying, ligtas ang may alam. And that would be all. Thank you.
Wow, thank you for that organized information, Ms. Olasiman. Next, may we call on our DRRMO Kazi Coordinator, Ms. Marie Conde, to discuss what to do during or after the earthquake.
So my topic is earthquake. An earthquake is a shaking on the ground caused by sudden movements and breaking of tectonic plates. So there are 4 types of earthquake: tectonic, volcanic, explosion, and collapse. The effects of earthquake are ground failure, surface faulting, ground shaking, and lastly, tsunami. Philippines is prone to earthquake because of its location to the Pacific of Ring on Fire. An earthquake can harm and decrease the lives in every Filipinos and even all the peoples on earth. We should be ready. There are many things you can do to help yourself and the people surround you. So what should we do before, during, and after an earthquake? Before an earthquake, develop a family earthquake plan. Conduct practice earthquake drills. Learn first aid and CPR. Prepared flashlight, water, foods, and meat kit. During, so we should say Arigas tips. A. Apply, duck, cover, and hold. R. Remain calm and don't panic. E. Accept immediate and keep cover. G. Go to open space area from tall trees and buildings. A. After all, wait for emergency instructions. After, check for injuries, check for other hazard, check utilities, check building for cracks and damages, check foods and water supplies. Be active, listening to radio, be prepared for aftershock, and be ready to evacuate. So, prepare, aware, and beware. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Marie Conde, for that understandable information. Before we proceed, may I ask if everyone is good? Do you have any questions or clarification to our beautiful guests and speakers?
No.
Let's move on. So next, may we call on our team leader also of fire protection, Ms. Nimlin Baral, to discuss what we are going to do during the fire, or what we are going to do during the disaster at that time.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm here to give some ways to prevent fire because, as you can see, fire are very common today. And so I know all of you know what is fire, right? And some common causes of fire includes cooking equipment, electrical malfunctions, smoking materials, candles, and heating equipment. These causes can be prevented by specific actions, such as ensuring proper ventilation, installing smoke detector, and correctly using the equipment. So, last month, naay fire nga nahitabo sa Paypay Daan Bantayan. And then, ang cause ato kay napasagdaan nga nakasaksak. So, mukuan ko o fire prevention plan requirements. So, I know ka nang makatabang yun sa ato. So, a list of all major fire hazards, proper handling and storage procedures for hazardous materials, potential ignition sources, and their control, and the type of fire protection equipment necessary to control each major hazard. There are 10 ways you can prevent a fire today. Number 1, blow out candles before leaving a room or going to bed. 2, when cooking, keep towels, pot holders, and curtains away from flames. 3, keep matches, lighters, and other ignitable substances in a secured location out of the reach of children. and only use lighters with child-resistant features. 4. Hire a certified professional to inspect your chimney and heating equipment annually. 5. Keep fire in your fireplace by using a glass or metal fire screen large enough to catch sparks and rolling logs. 6. Have wood and coal stoves, fireplaces, chimneys, and furnaces professionally inspected and cleaned once a year. 7. Keep candles at least 12 inches away from anything that can be burned, such as bedding curtains or clothing. 8. Clean cooking surfaces on a regular basis to prevent grease buildup. 9. Always check the kitchen before going to bed or leaving the home to make sure all stoves, oven, and small appliances are turned off. And lastly, number 10. Keep all potential sources or fuel like paper, clothing, bedding, or rugs at least 3 feet away from space heaters, stoves, or fireplaces. That would be all, and I hope na ma-apply taning prevention. Thank you.
Our last speaker, may we call on our very own municipal disaster team leader, Ms. Christian Jane de la Cruz. She will discuss the preparation or what we are going to do or to prevent landslide.
Hello everyone. So I am here in front of you to discuss how to prevent landslide. So first, landslide is mass movement of materials such as rock, earth, or debris down a slope. So ang landslide kay kanang common naman kay tanan siya. We all know unsa landslide, and now I'll tell you ug unsaon siya pag-prevent. So first is avoid piling junk at the top of the hill. And second, build shades or other structures away from an edge. And third, fix any leaks in your pipes or drainage system. And next is avoid building sprinkler systems on a slope. And lastly is plant trees and shrubs on hills to keep the soil packed and protected. So that's all, and that's how we prevent landslide. Thank you.
This time, since our speakers are already presented and discussed about the mentioned disaster, it is time for open forum, so you may raise your hand for any questions and clarification. Yes, Mr. Rodella.
Ma'am, do we have any hotline or contacts to call on if there's a disaster?
Okay, Ms. Ulasiman will answer that question.
For our municipality hotline, 0948-471-267.
For our closing remarks, I would like to express my word of gratitude for being part of this program. Thank you for our guest and speaker for sharing your knowledge and support in this seminar, and also our program will not be completed without the community members. May we continue our hearty support and warm sharing of wisdom and knowledge about disaster preparedness.
Community preparedness is a collaborative tree woven with shared responsibilities and resilience. In the heart of every community lies a collective commitment to safeguarding its members against the unforeseen trials that the nature or circumstances may bring. It's about individual realizing the rules in safeguarding the community, storing supplies, learning life-saving skills, and building a culture of solidarity.